Silver sneakers, bands, balls, cardio, mobility, stretching, and lots of fun. Here we go. I don't know how many times I've done that. You think you're like taping your nieces, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I never pressed the button. So, let's get our music going. And we're going to do cardio in the beginning. So we're going to start standing. Come on. All right. So remember, my cardio always has a purpose. It's not just hamster wheel stuff. So we're all going to start on the side of our chair like this, because you need to be able to step from the side and behind. So think in your head that your foot's going to come behind this leg and then bring it in. Put your foot behind the other one and then step out to the side. Step to the leg, step to the other leg of the chair, step to the side. Step to the leg. Also, heavy heel. When you dance on your toes, which is fine if you're at the nightclub or wherever you're hanging out, but in my class, you will be doing a heavy heel because it activates your glute up with the outside knee and control it out. 1, 2, 3, knee goes up, knee goes down. We're going to add on to 2. So we're doing cognitive hip flexors. 2. Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Good. No leaning back because we have a heavy heel. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. So as these numbers go up, a lot more balance. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one's going to be 5 each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to the middle. Calf raises are your friend. So in order to get like your breath, catch your breath back, breathe in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. So I like to take a longer breath out, helps calm the nervous system. Next we're going to be doing quadruped. No, it's quadruped. I always laugh at that word because I was saying it wrong for like 10 years. Until I did like continuing education and found out it was quadruped. So we're going to be using opposite sides, right? So you are a puppeteer, lucky you. You are going to have your foot nice, it'll be this one. I want your foot to be nice and solid on the ground. I want your heel to be heavy, and I want you to lean back on your heel a little bit. Because when you lean back on your heel a little bit, you have access to your butt. Okay? So we're not talking about extremes. And what you're going to do is you're going to keep your face and chest up because you're a superhero without a cape. And then you'll always have your chair. We're not looking for this. This is about you being the puppet and your arm and your leg working together. Okay? Control. You're in charge. Good. This is very good for your brain. Again, I don't like hamster wheel cardio. It's not for me. But if I feel like I'm doing something else mixed in with cardio, then I like it. Excellent. Going to the other side. So again, you're the puppeteer, right? Make sure that the leg that is going to stabilize don't lock that knee. Because when you lock your knee, you don't have access to your muscles. So heavy on the heel, slight bend in the knee, make sure your butt's back a little bit. Because we don't want to be like that, no. We want to be like this. So it doesn't matter how high you get. It's just about keeping the leg and arm simultaneously going up and down. Good. These are our brain drills. Nice. One of my clients, she knows I'm pretty forgetful, she bought me all these like starter puzzles, like riddles, and for my surgery. I was like, all right, like some of it's like Clue, like, you know, you have a man who went to this and did this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do that ever. So calf raises are a break. The body loves getting a little heart rate and then calming, right? Next, we're going to be doing our curtsy squats. It doesn't have to be a squat. It can be, so I want you to pay attention. This foot goes back and taps. I don't want to see a flat leg foot. Don't flatten that foot. That is very hard on your knee. Don't do that. And then you just come back and tap it, and then you bring it across and stick your hip out a little bit. Yeah, we need that gluteus medius working a little bit. And if you want to bend, you can. You just have to make sure your knee follows your foot. You do what works best for you. I'm just going to do a little bit of each. Keep the face and chest up, just like there's a necklace with a light on it. And the light shines out, not down. 8. Crossing over. And last one. Good job. Good. Shake it out. Stomp your feet. When you stomp your feet, your body thinks you're doing plyometrics, right? Because if you're jumping, then you would get a lot of pressure on your feet. But if you're not jumping, just slam them down, wake them up. All right, we're going to do the other side. Coming over, face chest up. All right, your light is right here. Good. You can bend into it. Just make sure your knee follows your foot, and you still keep your chest up. So a lot of times people will bend the knee, but then they'll come forward. No, no, no. Light shines out. Good. There's 7. Good for the hips. 10. Last 2. And last one. Shake it out. We're going to work on range of motion. Now remember, your feet are not glued to the ground. We are not rigid. We're not robots. We need to move. And we're going to reach, and I really want you to use your chair. Even though, sure, people might not need the chair, you're not going to get the kind of range that I want you to get. I want you to really trust the range, and you have that stability from the chair, which will allow you to reach further. Okay? Range of motion, use it or lose it. I keep reaching for stuff. Motion is lotion. Where are those darn spices? Ooh. They didn't make cabinets. I mean, what's up with that little side cabinet that you can't see in? But I don't have the answer. Shake it out. We're gonna do some glute activation, and we're also gonna be getting a little bit of hip flexor stretch. So the hip flexors get really tight from sitting, and if you sit too long, they don't want to come up. They don't want to be long anymore, right? So we gotta wake them up. Get up. So here's some good cueing. Your body will probably want to go like that. We're not doing that. The body just does what it wants. We're gonna flex our foot when it comes back, because if your foot's like this, you're probably gonna turn it out. And that's just the way the body does. I want you to try to keep your foot straight, see? When you look at it, it should be aiming at the ground, not like this. And it's very easy for that foot to want to veer. Don't let it. So when you come back, if your hand's on your hip should be facing forward. If your hip opens, then you know you've turned your foot. Somebody was talking. I gotta make sure everybody's muted. I saw that, yeah. Mute. Shake it out. Let's switch. So again, right, we're not locking our knees. No. And we bring that leg back, you're gonna activate your glute. And you're also gonna flex your foot. And again, make sure that foot isn't going like this, because it wants to. All right? Keep it down. This way you'll stretch out your hip flexor, and you can activate your glute, which is wonderful. Here's 6. Good. So you can see the glute activate, and here's your hip flexor, nice and stretched out. Wonderful. Last 2. Excellent. Shake it out. So let's have a seat. Grab a drink, please. We're going to do some stretches. And then we're going to use our band. And then we're going to use our ball. So the first thing we're going to do is just some breathing. So when anxiety is high, so I started getting anxiety about potentially having anxiety that I didn't have. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was worried that I was going to get anxiety, which is like so funny. So my yoga classes help like keep me centered and we do deep breathing. So we're going to breathe in through the nose for 3, and we're going to pause for 1, and we're going to do an open mouth exhale, but I want your open mouth exhale to be longer than the 3-second, right? So the nose coming in for 3, the pause for 1, out for 4. Okay, so when the breath is out longer, that will help your nervous system calm. Let's test it out. In through the nose. Pause. Open mouth, exhale. Blow it all out. Second one. Pause, hold, open mouth, exhale. One more. In through the nose. Pause, open mouth, exhale. Nice. I feel a little better. It works. Let's put our foot out. And we're going to get our hamstring stretch. Hamstrings are tight. Most people have tight hamstrings. And they're tight, and then they're also typically weak because we don't really work our hamstrings. Hold your stretches for 30 seconds. Something called autogenic inhibition happens, and your muscle gets a message to be elongated. We used to bounce back in the day. Can you imagine how confusing that was for our muscles? Are we bouncing? Are we long? Are we short? Like, what's going on here? Come on up. Now, we're a little smarter, and those cold rubber bands that we have for muscles, we just let them settle in and warm up rather than bounce, bounce, bounce. And slowly coming up. Let's bring that ankle over. Let's get our ankle mobility. We gotta keep everything moving so we don't end up like penguins, right? With locked out ankles. Go the other direction. That usually feels a little choppy, but I'm starting to get better at it. And then you'll feel right here, this is your anterior tibialis, and it tends to be weak, which makes sense because that's why this is so hard. And then we'll get our points and flexes. When you can point and flex with just your foot, but when you help, that's called passive stretching. So you can actually like stretch a little further with a little help. So whether you use a band or a rope or whatever. One more. Option to do the IT band stretch. You have your hand over your foot, over your shoe, and you bring your toes and your heel gently toward the hip, very gentle. Then simultaneously, you're going to push down on the knee very gently, and you should feel your IT band. A lot of times when people don't feel it, it's usually because their foot is out too far by their hip, and then moving it over can help.
This is IT?
Yep, right here.
Okay.
Yeah, and your IT band helps stabilize your knee. So if your IT band is really tight, it might actually cause knee pain. So you don't want it to be too tight. Yeah. Good. Let's relax. Shake out that foot one more time. You can bring your foot back, face up, chest up. Going toward that knee, we're going to feel a pinch in our hip. And that is the end right there. Nothing extra. So this is similar to this. And I'm not a monster, so I have you doing this instead. Yes. But you're getting, you know, like that nice figure four stretch. Face up. Now you'll bring your knee over. Keep your face and chest up. You should feel a nice pull on the gluteus medius. Yeah. Your hips are tight. And let's switch. Ankle roll. See if I can impress you with some big cracks today.
Is that good or bad?
Cracks? Yeah.
Oh.
Here's what you're. If you said, "Oh my shoulders are all crackly," the next question would be, "Does it hurt?" And if you're like, "No," and they're like, let's go the other direction. I've got my hip replaced, and sometimes I can feel like a certain move, like in yoga, where I feel like it's rubbing. I'm like, probably not the best. And let's get our points and our flexes. Everything stems from the foot. So if you have really tight ankles, it's going to affect your walking pattern. So if my clients are having trouble squatting and they end up on their toes, I usually bring them over and have them stretch their calves. Because it's usually the calf that's locking them out. And so when they go to set something down, their heels come up. And let's get that IT band stretch, if you'd like, over the top. Bring the toes and the heel just toward your hip, gentle. And then you can push down with your hand or your forearm, just simultaneously, see if you can get up. And everybody's gonna feel this differently. So, for me, I felt it a lot, but the more I'm doing it, I guess it's actually getting stretched, so. Let's relax, shake the foot out. And face up, chest up. Let's go toward that knee. Give us that pinch in the hip. And come back up. Let's bring that knee over. And let's move on to shoulders. So I don't have people coming across like this anymore because people's shoulders like to be up at their ears. And a little trick is to just bring it under like this. And then, right? So we're trying to keep the shoulder away from the ear. Then you can come underneath with your other hand and then continue the tug. If you want to twist your wrist after that, fine. But it just helps keep the shoulder away from the ear. We're trying to stretch your rear delt, which is on the back of your shoulder, and we can't stretch that if it's up here. Yeah, so. The arm or the hands. And we're going to switch. So again, I like to do the scoop. The scoop to keep the shoulder away from the ear. Also, if your chest is closed off, there's a high probability that your shoulder will go up to your ear. But we're superheroes. And we don't have capes on, so we puff up our chest, and when our arm comes across, our shoulder stays down. So little tricks. Yeah, give it a nice tug. Yeah. Think about our hands, like they never really get stretched. You know, they're always like this and this, same with like our feet. So let's just give our fingers a little stretch. Nothing extreme, right? But you're gonna feel a nice pull right here. It's like, here we are stretching everything else. What about our hands and our feet? There's even a thumb stretch I'll show you. You take your thumb and you bring it in like this, and then you open it up really wide. And you bring it in, and really wide. This helps when you get that pain in the little soft part right here. A lot of times it's called the Carotene syndrome. I had this pain, I went to the doctor and he printed some sheets and voila, I was all fixed. So let's do the other one. Yeah, think about your toes too, like when your shoes are off. You grab all your toes and just give them a little gentle stretch. And we can get our little thumb stretches, bring the thumb in, you can bring it out. Our poor thumbs, you know, if we don't use it, right? Like a lot of my clients will go like this on a bar and I'm like, no, put your thumb around it. Because it's like if you don't use it, it'll get weak. Okay, we're gonna have our face and chest up, beautiful posture, and now we're gonna tuck our chin. If we tuck our chin without doing that, we probably don't feel anything because we do that anyway. Back to center, ear toward the shoulder. Just a tilt, not this, a tilt. Yeah, be gentle with yourself. And slowly meandering to the other side. And gently look up, relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. If you don't have a cold and you take a deep breath, it'll feel wonderful. And you're all CPR ready. Airways open. All right. So let's get some quadricep work. I love this one. Instead of doing like up and out and back and down, I've changed it to this, where you're gonna put your foot out with a generous bend in your knee. Okay? Generous bend. Your leg is never gonna straighten again during this exercise. Okay? You can hold on, but I don't want you to lean back. The body will probably think like, oh, right? So, but you can hold on if you need to, if your core's not like strong enough and listening. Otherwise, we're gonna bring the leg up with the bent knee. Nothing changes. Down, tap the heel. 2, 3. So right now we're working our hip flexor and our quad. Your quadricep, 4 large muscles on your thigh. So make sure your leg has a generous bend in your knee. If it doesn't, you're just gonna work your hip flexor, and I want you to work your quad. Yeah. So when you're coming down, control the easy. That's where the miracle happens. Momentum, so good. Not for building muscles. Last 2. Whew. Ouch. So again, we're switching legs, right? Have a generous bend in your knee. Generous. Because if your leg is like this, you're just gonna work your hip flexor. I want you to work your quadricep. Here we go. Up 1, tap. Remember, control the easy. There's a sleeping baby next to you. If you wake the baby up, it's gonna be not good. Okay. Yeah. And remember, you can hold on if you need to, because that doesn't affect your leg. These are tough. But people that have bad knees and, squats aren't working really well for them, we have to work their quadricep. 17, last 3. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Only 1 set of those. Whew. Yeah, I like to consider myself pretty fit, but those hurt. Okay, we're gonna do the I'm stuck on the toilet squats. Scoot to the edge of your toilet. I don't ever want somebody stuck. I went to Culver's and their toilets are really high. I think they're accommodating. I was like, wow. Okay, so
Those are really low.
yeah. So feet are hip width apart. You're gonna turn your feet out 45 degrees. Nothing extra. Right? We're not looking for this, just 45 degrees. And that's gonna allow your calves to relax so that you can get up using your quadriceps without getting locked out. We're gonna slide our feet in toward us. I don't mind how far you pull them in, but I do mind if your heels can't stay down. If you can't keep your heels down when you get up, then you need to readjust your feet because a squat involves the glutes. So we need to dig our heels into the ground. We're gonna pretend like we're pressing the floor away. We're not, right? We are pushing the floor away. That's what brings us up. We're not just getting up. When you think about it differently, you're gonna push the floor away. Like this is a weightlifting machine and you're pushing the floor away. At the same time, you're gonna put your hands right here. And when you come forward, I want you to keep your chest up. So we're not rounding. Coming forward and push the floor away and push off. Your legs just go flying right up. Arms out. And we're gonna go down slower than we want to. Make sure your knees follow your feet. So if you're coming down and your knees are going in, veer them out. Because when your knees go in, you're trying not to use your glutes. Unknowingly, but that's what's happening. Now, if you want to work on your regular squats, sure, go ahead. But I just like to show those other ones because I don't want anybody stuck in the toilet. Control. We're gonna get 2 more. And up. Control. And 1 more. Control. Beautiful. Grab a drink, let's do bands. So we'll probably do about 7 minutes of each. We'll see. Oh, you're welcome. So the first one we're going to do is band pull aparts. This is my favorite exercise. It is for posture correction, which I can definitely use. I can usually find myself in the afternoon like this. And this is not good posture, in case you're wondering. So, what's the opposite of bad posture? Well, our chest is tight, our back muscles are long. We need it the other way around. Chest needs to open up, back muscles need to squeeze together for strength. And having a strong back will help your posture. Buying a posture corrector will keep your arms back for as long as you have it on. It doesn't teach you anything. And when you waste your money like I did, then when you're done, you'll go like this again. So don't waste your money. Let's strengthen our backs. So you don't have to use a band. You could just, so let's do it together. Sound like we're all hugging a big giant Santa Claus. Keep the bend in your elbows. And when you come back, I don't want straight arms. Know this. Come back slowly. And then I want you to stop. And I want your back that has an orange on your back, right between your shoulder blades, and you're gonna make orange juice for your friends. So use your back and squeeze that orange. Beautiful. Now, coming back, you don't need to come all the way forward. Think of this as your home position. Make the orange juice, squeeze. Beautiful. Now, if you want a little more, use your band. The band is supposed to assist in time and retention, making it a little harder. If it makes your form not good, then don't use the band. So again, we're gonna hold it just like this, right? And we're not gonna come in like this, right? We want time and retention. So we're gonna start opening the band. I want you to stop, and I want you to use your back. Okay. Some people will tap their chest, but you can squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back without tapping your chest. But It's fine if you do, as long as your arms don't look like this. We do not lock our arms. Open up. Good. Beautiful. Yeah, we're keeping those shoulders away from our ears. We do that by puffing up our chest. If shoulders are up, it's usually because your chest is tight. So no, we want the chest up. These are hard. Let's get 2 more. Open that up, squeeze. Control. When you control the easy, that's where the magic happens. Open it up one more time, and we're gonna go in really slow. Right? Puff up the chest, puff up the chest. Come in slow. You will feel all these back muscles. Little ones too. Good. Whew. Yeah. Shake it out. It's hard work to have good posture. We don't want to do the opposite of what we do. We don't want counter stretches. But building the back, so good for you. Okay, we're going to do single arm rows. So again, put your foot out. Bend the knee because you're going to rest on it. Because your back is behind you. And you can't work your back if you're like this. That'll just work the front of your shoulder. So it is important to do the forward lean. That'll help you when you pull your arm back to use your back. If this is too easy, you can go with a red band or you can put your thumb down. So not up, down. Right? And you're going to keep your chest up because you have a light on your necklace. The light doesn't shine to the ground. It shines out. Good. And control. Anybody can drop the band, right? Pull it up. Control. Pull it up. Now, if somebody wanted to stand, I'm just going to show this real fast. You could. But again, you still want that forward lean because if you're up here, you're just working the front of the shoulder. I want you to work your back. You need to pull. Your back is so helpful when it's strong. Good. We're going to pull it up and we're going to hold it. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're going to switch. And if you're only doing bands, you can do multiple sets. But we're going to throw the ball in there today too. So we're going to relax right here, right? Because we need to work our back. We keep our chest up because there's a light right here. It doesn't aim at the ground. It aims up so we can see. You can still look down, but I don't want your chest here and your head up here. Chest is up here. You can still look down, but the chest has the light. It goes out. Pull to the hip. Good. Pull. Control. Good. Pull. Excellent. I do twice as much pull with my clients than push because we're always pushing, but we're not pulling. You need that strong back. Pull it up, hold it, right? And if you're standing, right, you'd still be holding it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, we're gonna put our band on our feet. Make sure you have slack. If there's no slack here, it's going to be really hard to do step outs because it's going to get too tight for most people. So here's what we're doing. You bring it up and out and up and back. We do not drag our feet because now we're working our hip flexor and we're working our glutes. Isn't that nice? We're working our glute medius by stepping out and we didn't even have to get up off the chair. Yeah, good. And when you step up, you work the hip flexor, right? And that, you want a nice tight hip flexor so that you're able to step over things, so that you don't tend to shuffle. You need tight hip, you need strong hip flexors to do that. Okay, 15, let's get 4 more. Good. All right. We're going to switch to bicep curls. You can put your hands right underneath. If this is easy, lay your hands wider. But that doesn't mean that we let go of our elbows. So if your hands are wider, that's fine, but your elbows are always glued at your sides. When you come up, that's it. And back down. So we're not trying to roll the wrist. So like this is not good. Just keep the hand like that and then come back. Because when you roll the wrist, you don't activate the bicep anymore. Then you're actually doing wrist work. So, yeah. Let me bring it up, and we control it down. Let me bring it up, and we control it down. Good. Up, control. Up, control. 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're gonna go up halfway. Keep your face up, chest up, brace your core. You're nice and tough. Bring it up, bring it out. Keep your elbows in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We picked up a lot of those little muscles in our back. Shake it out. Now we're gonna go palms down. This is for forearms. Forearms, wrists, right? We want nice, strong. So we don't want this. So make sure that your wrists are nice and strong. I actually like to take my thumb out like this to like kind of lock my wrist in place, but do what works best for you. Elbows are in, now we're bringing it up. So I'm gonna see your palms, at least your fists, and come down nice and slow. And up, so remember those elbows are in. So when the elbows veer out, then we're trying to use our shoulders. And the body's like, let's use our shoulders. Good. 8, 4 more. 10, 11, and 12. Come up halfway. Brace yourself, chest up. Keep your elbows in, keep your elbows in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab a drink, grab your ball. Bands are pretty forgiving though, because they pull you both directions. All right. The ball is great. There's tons of stuff you can do with it. We're gonna start off by working our adductors. You can put this right between your thighs. And make sure your feet are nice and straight and that your heels are heavy. We're gonna pulse. So when I count up to 10, we're pulsing. When I count down, we're holding. Try not to cheat. It's very tempting. So I have to keep my hands right here. So we're gonna pulse for 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze that ball as hard as you can. Dig into your heels. It'll make you stronger. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. We're going to do it again. So we have 2 more sets. Pulsing for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to squeeze it as hard as we can, but I want you to come forward now. Come forward. Use your hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you squeeze out hard enough, you'll feel your abs, your hips. It's all connected. All right, we're going to get one more. Pulsing for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze it as hard as you can. Trainee's choice. I'm going to go forward. Dig into those heels. Abs tight. Hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Ouch. We're going to squeeze this ball just like it's a Jimmy John sandwich. It's way too big. We can't eat it. So I want you to squeeze it so hard that your sandwich is now ready to eat. Ready? Squeeze it. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Gotta work our grip strength. And again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Palm pushes. No fingers. Palms. Bring your elbows out, but try to make sure your chest is up so that your shoulders aren't going with you. Shoulders are uninvited. And pulsing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze. You might shake. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. One more time. And pulsing. Elbows out. Chest up. 10. Oh, no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze. Embrace the shake. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to get rotation. Most people get hurt while twisting, so I like to put this later in the program. We're just going to have this right here. It's like we're throwing a bucket of water over our shoulder, but there's a wall in the way, right? So this is going to be like an up chop. Good. I had to put a wall in the way because people were like, yeah, so they were really throwing a bucket of water over their shoulder, so I had to, yeah, but this is rotation. Most people get hurt in a transverse plane of motion, which means twisting, but I can see it easily happening because you're not warmed up, right? You're walking the dog decides he's going to go the other direction. Excellent. Let's switch. Over here. Up. Up. Good. Here's 6. 6 more. 8. 9. 10. Last 2. 11. And 12. Let's put our feet out. We're going to work our core. Keep your face and chest up. We're going to do figure 8s. Yeah. Figure 8s, not a big deal. Now, if you would want to make them a little harder, you can do it with a leg lift like this. But that's going to work your hip flexors. Oops, I just messed up. Oh, it happens. And also, here comes the fun part. Switch directions. Wait, what? So you think, oh yeah, okay. And it really makes you think, which is a great cognitive drill. So in the beginning it was really hard for me, but I've gotten better. So practice. Now you gotta keep challenging yourself because your body's like, oh, this. Good. Okay, we're gonna get abs, specific abs. Feet nice and wide, give you a good base. Face up, chest up. If you have a big arch in your back like this, I want you to tuck it under. I need you to tuck your butt under. Because you don't have access to your abs if you're like that, because they're too long. So when we tuck the butt under, the abs fire. So if you have a giant arch in your back, your abs won't fire, right? So you need to have a nice, somewhat straight line in the back. Okay, so face up, chest up. We're not touching the floor, that's not the goal. We're coming forward while looking out. Pause. Breathe out. Abs tight. Bring the ball up. We're coming back. Pause. Abs nice and tight, like somebody's going to punch you in the stomach. Breathe out. Well, keep your abs tight. Bring it up. Good. Coming forward. And breathe out. Tight, 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 tight. Good. Coming forward. Tight abs, come on up. 2 more. Coming forward, pause. And breathe out, abs tight. And last one. So we're working our abs, our lower back. Good. Oof. Now you can stand for the next one. We're gonna play catch. Now, why are we playing catch? Because hand-eye coordination is important and you lose it as you get older. You can do it seated, but you know, if the ball's gonna go off to the side, you have a better chance of catching it. So I don't want people to like not try. So if you're down here and your ball falls, I'll get it for you. So challenge yourself, because if it's not challenging, it's not going to change it. Oh, it's snowing.
Right.
Yeah. That's Minnesota. So you don't know what you're going to get. You're like, wait a minute, did I have a tank top on yesterday? Good. Now we're going to slam the ball. Why? Because we need fast twitch muscle fibers. When people get older, you have slow twitch muscle fibers and fast twitch. When you get older and you lose muscle, it's usually your fast twitch muscle fibers. That's why people start moving slow. But we have to keep them activated, because if you keep using them, you won't lose them. So slam the ball, right? That's why you can kick something, like pretend, right? Because when you're doing power moves, stomping your feet, right? Things that are fast, because if you fall, you're going to fall fast, but I want you to react fast too. I don't want you to fall fast and react slow. So these power moves are so important, and you get to slam the ball down, so that's fun. Yeah, I have a lady that dribbles. She dribbles the ball. Great. Oops. Okay, so let's grab our last drink. Woo! And we're just gonna do a quick cool down. I went a little over, but whatever. I just want to train you guys forever, guys and gals, yeah. So it's like I'll get in the moment, and then I'm like, uh-oh. Have a seat. Last drink. And we're gonna totally give in now. So this is the time to let your body relax, right? You don't need your integrity anymore. You don't need those strong stretch poses. We're relaxing. Let your head hang heavy. Make sure your knees are not locked. Your head weighs 8 pounds plus. So next time you're bowling and you pick up an 8-pound ball, you'll be like, wow, right? We're gonna come up nice and slow, and I want your abs to be tight because that helps protect your lower back. If you're still pinchy, you can always push off your knees. Arms up, range of motion, shake them out. Come back, we're gonna visit one more time. Just give up. Let your head hang heavy. Just relax. Tummy back up. Oh, shake it out. Bring your foot in, bring your other foot out. And visit this side. Nice. Relax. Heavy. And abs tight. Breathing out. Bring it back up. And we're going to visit one more time. Coming forward. Relax, relax. And abs tight. Coming up. Next, we're going to do a gentle twist. So face up, chest up. We don't want to twist our spine when we're scrunched. So face up, chest up. You can look behind you if it doesn't hurt your neck. Very gentle. And coming to the other side. Next, we're going to zip in our feet. Feet and knees locked up, zipped up, just like a mermaid. Take the hands from underneath and come up like this. I don't want shoulders up to the ears. So pump up the chest, because if your shoulders are up here, you're not going to be able to work your thoracic rotation as well. Okay? So we're going to come to the side. And because your knees and feet are together, you should feel your upper rib cage. This is your thoracic spine. Those T's need a little loving too, so we need that mobility. Otherwise, we just use our hips and our lower back for everything. And I can test it out for you. Take your legs back out. And then do this. It's going to go right to your hips and lower back. Feel it? That's why we lock it all up, so that we can prevent the body from cheating. It doesn't know it's cheating, it's just trying to do things easier. And I want you to do things that are more beneficial, not just because it's easiest. Motion is lotion, we gotta stay nice and mobile. Shake it out. And my favorite, the ragdoll. The ragdoll has no hopes, dreams, muscles, nothing. So you can scoot back just a tad. We're gonna have that little space here. You're gonna let your stomach fall on your thighs like you ate Thanksgiving and you don't care. Or you can have your feet really wide and you can go through. This way will catch your shoulders, so you decide what works best for you. Let your head hang heavy. Now people think they're relaxed, but a nice little trick, we're gonna take a deep breath into the nose and an open mouth exhale, and I challenge you to try to relax even more. Here we go. Open mouth exhale. Let it all out. And we're gonna do that one more time. Open mouth, exhale. How relaxed can you be? Shake your head, yes, I love silver sneakers. Shake your head, no, I'm not gonna miss my classes. And you can come up nice and slow with your abs tight like somebody's gonna punch you. Or you can put your hands on your knees and you can help yourself out nice and slow. Head comes up last, arms up for the last time, shake out those fingers. Halfway down, big hug, and a pat on the back for a job well done. Good job, everyone.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh.